Let's see what we've got this weekend coming up. Strathmore Community Bank Premier Division. AP, you want this to be the broadcast game? I don't think it's going to be. Maribyrnong Park taking on Keilor. Last chance to lose now for Maribyrnong Park. Keilor is in fine form. You cannot fault them.
Will Clark play, do we think?
Even if he does, I still feel like there's going to be...
We'll see if he comes up in the 25.
The Glenroy matchup's obviously critical.
Yeah.
Plus we've got, Martin running around up forward.
He's only just come back into the side himself.
Did I put Dalen Kempster back? I mean, he's played a lot of football in defence.
Yeah, he's got good height about him. He can play either
it's an option,
side of the ground, can't
but then if you put him down back, who do they put forward to kick the goals?
Kokonakis and Prowse are the main two, but they struggled on the
creative.
weekend.
Yeah. What do you do? Do you try and... I mean, Dalen's not going to kick 5 or 6 goals, I don't think, right? He might kick you 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But if he can reduce Galea from kicking 7
to 2 or 3,
I think they go defensive this week, Maribyrnong Park. I reckon Dalen Kempson should play.
Keilor have so many weapons. They can kick goals. Martin Galea is one thing, but they've got those midfield weapons as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they've still got to put pressure around the ball. But if they can do that and keep Galea down to 2 or 3, they go a long way to winning the game.
Piggy Bank saying Keilor. Is there any case for Maribyrnong Park from either of you two?
I think Adam Pappel just made a not too bad case for Maribyrnong Park. But I think they're going to be...
I'm looking at his tip here in the record.
I'm tipping Keilor, and I think they're just maybe just a little bit too far behind the 8 ball.
You still think Keilor as well?
I think Keilor's going to win, but I want it to be a close game.
There is a case for Marby.
Close game, and let's try and, and Marby are going to try something different.
Yep.
I think. Given where they're at, they're going to be creative this week.
Douta's Pascoe almost locked in for broadcast, unless some of you convince me otherwise. But both teams still have something to play for in this one. Percentage just as important as the result itself.
I am surprised that you're going down to Essendon Doutta Stars, but I see the merit behind it. And, for Essendon Doutta Stars, talking about clogging up the play, that's what they've got to do this week. Your man, Matty Watson, he tipped to win the medal. Will probably kick 10. It'll be a mega performance.
Well, how's he going to go in the wide open space? That's... Because he's not used to that at Rayburn.
I think it'll suit him.
I think it will as well, because we know Rayburn's a pretty small ground, but when we have seen Pascoe Vale play, I think he actually likes a bit of space, just empty the forward line.
Nipper Jordan will suit Pascoe Vale.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, if he gets the ball within 50 or 55,
he can roost it.
Yeah, that's right. I reckon the space suits him. I can see him kicking a big bag this week, Matty Watson.
I think it definitely has the potential to be a pretty high-scoring game.
It's a massive danger game.
Douta's
It's a massive danger game.
Oh, I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a danger game.
You think?
Douta's have been in better form.
I genuinely think so.
You generally think so,
I think ultimately last week against
Douta's almost
an Aberfeldie side.
I keep coming back to that almost win against Greenvale at Section Road. I mean, this has a similar feel to it. Paco's definitely gettable.
Paco's still playing for something,
been okay.
I mean, they're still playing for a potential final position.
And Douta's obviously trying to fight relegation off as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Pascoe Vale.
Paco all around. Piggybank says Pascoe Vale. Let's go to West Coburg taking on Greenvale. This one is at Coburg City Oval.
Yeah. I mean,
there's no case, is there, for West Coburg?
Well, there's a small case. I saw them a couple of weeks ago
against Keilor.
Yeah. And they were good. They played a good brand of footy. They took the game on.
Archer's back into some form, some kind of form.
Yeah. Greenvale, as we know, they're not smashing teams.
They're not high scoring.
They're winning
They're not high scoring, which might suit West Coburg.
If they can stay in the game, you just don't know what can happen in the last quarter.
When they're fighting to survive relegation as well, anything can happen for West Coburg.
I expect Greenvale to win, but I think it'll be closer than some expect.
I think Greenvale, that loss against Aberfeldie 2 weeks ago, I think really gave them a bit of a wake-up call. And, they did win dirty again on the weekend against Maribyrnong Park, but I think it's just about time. Yeah, they've sort of cruised through this season.
Defensively, that was so impressive.
There's been a lot of dirty wins. They need to start, not just winning, but winning.
Statement. Make a statement.
Exactly. Yeah.
Make a statement.
And I think
show the idea of our family that you're a legitimate premiership contender.
And this is their chance. How good defensively we were last week against Maribyrnong Park. Look how good we can be offensively.
What about West Coburg's statement? That, no, we are good enough to stay in Premier Division, and we're going to win this game to prove to everyone that we should still be considered a genuine Premier Division team. I mean, that's what's on the line for West Coburg as well.
For sure.
Yeah. They're a proud footy club down there at West Coburg.
Definitely.
Finally, 2 to go. Glenroy, Aberfeldie.
Do they want to stay up, though?
Well, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Glenroy, Aberfeldie. There's not a hell of a lot in this one. Glenroy got done by a big margin at Clifton Park earlier in the season.
Yep, Aberfeldie.
Expect the same.
Aberfeldie again there, and Avondale Heights taking on Strathmore. This one is at Canning Street, but Strathmore's form is unbelievable right now.
I'm liking Strathmore.
Of course you are. They're your premier this year, Sprouts.